Bolt screams.
Yeah.
Medusa has hair.
Wouldn't it make sense for him to be called Lockjaw? What does his power have to do with bolts or Black Bolt?
Okay, you want to hear something really stupid?
I do, of course.
So, Black Bolt's real name is Blackagar Boltagon.
No, it is not.
Yes,
That's like Michael Morbius. That's so stupid.
I think it's worse than Michael Morbius.
That's one thing about Marvel. I feel like they do that all the time.
Yeah.
And I don't like, I hate that so much.
They have a character.
Not everyone's name before they become a hero can be a hero name.
They have a character, Hellstrom, right?
Yeah.
His name's like Damien Hellstrom or something.
Sure.
I don't remember if his first name's Damien, I don't care. But his last name's Hellstrom, and when he becomes a superhero, or a supervillain or whatever, he becomes Hellstorm.
Huh, okay. Does his power have anything to do with
he's like a demon. He's like a...
So, okay.
That makes sense, I guess.
No, right. The name makes sense for the power.
Yeah.
But again, who's like, I'm going to name my kid Hellstorm.
Well, that's just his last name.
Yeah, okay. That's like if the Kents found the little baby Superman and were like, you know what would be a good name for him?
Superman
Kent.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Flash Allen.
The Flash, yeah. I'm surprised in the TV show they didn't make a reference like he was really fast as a young boy, so he was like Barry the Flash Allen.
Yeah.
That's what they called him when they made fun of him or something.
I'm surprised they didn't.
I know.
Yeah.
That's like CW territory.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Inhumans...
Tony the Iron Man Stark.
Yeah. Heart of Iron.
Yeah.
Yeah. And alcohol.
Welcome to the Off the Shelf podcast. My name is Josh.
I'm Vinny.
And today we're talking about the Avengers.
Today we're talking about Avengers by Johnathon Hickman.
Okay.
But most importantly, Infinity by Johnathon Hickman, which is this really big book here.
Is that anything like Infinity War?
Oh, baby.
Is it actually?
Kinda.
Okay.
Not like a lot. But there are some things in Infinity that are in the movie.
Okay. Like Thanos?
Thanos. Thanos is in the movie. He's not interested in the gauntlet, though.
Oh, okay.
That time has passed. He got it. He erased half of everybody. He lost.
So that actually is a plot line.
That's
not something
that's
they
in
made
the
up.
story, The Infinity Gauntlet.
Okay.
And Infinity War. And Infinity Crusade. And Infinity Wars. And Infinity Warps.
It happens 5 times?
Oh, it happens every time, baby. Except for this time.
He can't come up with another plan?
Not until Johnathon Hickman.
I've been foiled 4 times. Let me try a 5th time.
Well, okay.
Does he do it the same way every time?
No, okay, so originally Thanos and Infinity Gauntlet.
Thanos.
The book starts, he has the fucking gems.
Oh, he doesn't go to collect them?
No.
Okay.
In the movies, they call them stones. In the comics, they're gems.
They don't spend 15 years setting up the single comic book of him
Literally,
collecting
no.
gems.
Thanos appears in, like, the 70s or 80s or whatever, and he flies a helicopter and then gets defeated.
Thanos copter.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm aware.
And then later, someone is like, Jim Starlin is like, let's make him not fly a helicopter and be more of a villain.
Yeah.
So he gets all the Infinity Gems, puts them in his little gauntlet, snaps, and then the Avengers have to figure it out. And then...
Do they go back in time?
Never. I mean, they
Yeah,
do,
they
but
do.
in Age of Ultron, yes, but not in that story.
Yeah.
Then there's Infinity War, where Adam Warlock, who is a character who's not been in the movies yet.
He wasn't he?
They mention him
in the Guardians
of the Galaxy, but he hasn't
I
appeared.
remember seeing that and I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, at the end of the movie.
They never talked about it ever
Literally,
again.
at the end of the movie, she has a cocoon,
Uh-huh.
and she's like,
My Adam.
and then that's
Son
it.
Adam Warlock.
Yeah. He gets the Infinity Gauntlet. Okay, not every time does Thanos get the Infinity Gauntlet, but whenever the Infinity Gauntlet is around, Thanos is usually coming.
That's not true.
What?
It's not true. We literally read a Fantastic Four comic last week.
Okay.
And he had the Infinity Gauntlet, and Thanos wasn't there.
True, but that was also in another... They probably already killed Thanos in that universe or whatever.
They killed him.
So Avengers
took his little glove.
Oh yeah, his glove,
his sparkly little glove.
Yeah.
Let's get into this book.
All right, so Avengers by Johnathon Hickman. I'm not going to waste too much time on these volumes. So Johnathon Hickman also wrote Fantastic Four that we talked about.
Okay.
That kind of what?
You like this book?
I do.
Okay.
I think this book's very good. I like Jonathan Hickman, even though he wrote the new X-Men when they're on the island. I don't like that. But there is some cool things about it.
Are they on the island, or is the island under them?
Oh, a bit of both, I guess.
Wait, that made more sense before I said it. Yeah.
So, Avengers by Jonathan Hickman. I have the complete collections here. He wrote Avengers and New Avengers, and then also Infinity, and other stuff.
What are the New Avengers?
So originally the New Avengers, after Avengers disassembled,
Okay.
Scarlet Witch goes crazy.
Right.
And the Avengers fucking lose and die. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Like Ant-Man dies.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
so
yeah.
like Hawkeye.
Vision.
And eventually Captain America's like, we need some new Avengers. So he gets like characters you want on the Avengers.
He's like, this girl's got big hands. She could come in.
No. She this is way before Kamala.
Oh, okay.
So
Kamala's relatively new.
She's like 2014-ish.
Okay, cool.
Around that time, I don't know. So Captain America's like, I'm gonna put together a new Avengers team of characters that you will want to read, like Spider-Man and Wolverine and Jessica. No, she's not on the team. Luke Cage is on the team though, and I'll try to get Daredevil. Oh, he said no. Okay. And then the Sentry shows up, and Sentry has schizophrenia and is crazy, but he's really cool. We'll talk about that one day.
Okay.
Then Jonathan Hickman comes aboard and is like, let me do a new Avengers, right? So Marvel has this team called the Illuminati.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That's what they're called?
They are called the Illuminati.
Huh. Do they worship triangles? Or?
Never.
Okay.
So the Illuminati
Does it have anything to do with the real life Illuminati?
The Illuminati is a secret committee of superheroes that come together to talk about suspicious shit without the other characters knowing about it.
When did that come out? When did they first come up with that idea?
Like 2008.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
definitely based on the real Illuminati,
sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it literally starts with Iron Man and Doctor Strange and Mr. Fantastic and Professor X, Namor, Black Bolt, and other characters walking into a room and being like, what is this, Iron Man? And Iron Man's like, well, we're...
Why do they need a secret society?
Because they're all...
They've never needed to hide before.
But now they do, because the Marvel Universe is changing. And it's also kind of after, like
getting taller and there's, like,
pube hair.
Yeah.
I mean, after the Skrulls invaded, everyone was a shapeshifter, so you never know who you could trust. So Iron Man puts together this little group of characters who are like Reed Richards, Professor X, Black Bolt, Namor the Submariner, Black Panther, Iron Man, so himself, and I think that Doctor Strange. And they're all kind of like the figureheads of like the mutants or the Inhumans or the Wakandans or the Atlanteans or just smart people.
Who's Iron Man the figurehead of?
The Avengers.
Okay.
And then Mr. Fantastic. So it's just like really smart, intelligent people and important people in the Marvel Universe. And they come together to talk about things that they don't want like Captain America or anyone to know. Before...
Why, because Captain America's like a snitch or something?
Sure, yeah. He'll tell like the government.
They're like leading the cartel or something. They don't
yeah.
want to know.
Yeah.
They're working with other countries and Captain America hates that.
Yeah, probably. Captain America actually in this book will join them.
Okay.
So what happens is the Illuminati back then before Civil War happens, the Hulk destroys Las Vegas.
Okay, why?
Because he's the fucking Hulk.
What
do you think?
He loses one penny slot machine and he goes nuts.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And so the Illuminati are like, oh, he's a burden. He's a problem. Yeah. So they send him into space.
Oh, that's when it happens.
And that's when Planet Hulk happens.
Yeah.
So they're the reason for Planet Hulk and other shit that happens. So in this book, in Normal Avengers, the Avengers go up to, like, Mars.
Do you think, sorry to go back to this, do you think the Hulk was destroying Las Vegas and he was like, he thought that it was the entire world? Because they've got like all the wonders there.
Yeah, probably.
He's like, I'm taking out New York, it's so tiny.
Yeah. So...
Like, why do we care if Las Vegas gets destroyed?
Well, I mean, we don't. We live in New York.
Yeah.
in the normal, I'm mostly going to talk about New Avengers with this. Avengers is good. There are a lot of characters in Avengers. Captain America puts together this new team of Avengers with Iron Man and Falcon and Wolverine and Spider-Man and Hyperion and Captain Universe and like all these crazy characters.
Captain Universe.
Oh,
so he's like
it is
Dr.
a woman.
Manhattan. She's like Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah. So
what is Captain Universe's deal? Do I need to know to?
Not really.
Okay, that's
fine. I mean, she is a character in this book. She does do some cool stuff, but I'm mostly going to talk about New Avengers. But some things you do need to know about the normal Avengers title to tie into Infinity. There's this character right here, Ex Nihilo. No, Ex Nihilo.
Okay.
And Ex Nihilo or Nihilo.
Was his name Neil?
Probably.
Neil E.O.
Ex Nihilo he's like a scientist. He's the gardener of Mars, but he like does experiments on people and
he's trying to terraform Mars or something.
Straight up.
Okay.
And create new life and everything. And that's kind of all you need to know about New Avengers. He fights the Avengers. The Avengers lose. Captain America makes this new Avengers team, goes back, fucks up Ex Nihilo, and then there's a new Avengers team. But so in New Avengers, it starts really depressing. Mr. Fantastic is like, everything dies. And everyone's like, oh.
Everyone's like, yeah, we know.
We know.
Yeah, that's life.
So we pick up in Wakanda.
Why does he say that?
We'll get to it.
Okay. He's just depressed.
He's really depressed.
Okay.
So we pick up in Wakanda and some...
Oh, man, we haven't talked about Black Panther.
No, we haven't. Much. Here he is, man.
That's awesome.
Black Panther is a big character in this book, or in these books. So in Wakanda, these Wakandan soldiers, I guess the Dora Milaje, or Milaje from the movies, they come up on this thing which opens up a portal, and this woman who is a black swan, I believe, she shows up, and Black Panther's like, what the fuck is this? She fights them, and eventually she explains something called an incursion. And incursions are gonna happen soon, and you can't stop them. So Black Panther's like, what the hell's an incursion?
I don't know.
Yeah, so I'll tell you what they are. So incursions are when two planets or two universes are about to collide.
Okay.
Right. And
to kill Deadpool?
No. Deadpool is not in this.
Okay, yeah, I know.
So two universes or planets are going to collide, and either one is going to make it out, or they're both going to die.
Yeah.
Right.
Probably that second one. It's like when you have two Skittles and you crush them together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the Black Swan is like, an incursion is going to happen here, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
You just hope it's like a gaseous planet that's hitting Earth.
So, Black Panther comes together with the rest of the Illuminati. So, like I said, Black Bolt, Mr. Fantastic, Doctor Strange, Namor, Iron Man, and Captain America. They all show up and they talk about what to do about the incursions. And at this time, Professor Charles Xavier has been killed.
Okay.
By Cyclops.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
He just sent a laser through his dome, or what?
We'll talk about it one day.
Okay.
Professor X is dead.
Yeah.
And,
did they bury him in his wheelchair?
Probably. And so, they're missing that, like, mutant figurehead.
Okay.
So they end up getting the Beast.
That's a good choice.
And they have the Beast villain.
He's probably a better leader
smart
than
guy.
Professor X.
Professor X is kind of an asshole.
Yeah, he comes into office and he's like, the first thing I'm gonna do is get rid of the death zone.
Yeah, the danger room.
The danger room.
The death zone. So Mr. Fantastic's like, everything dies, and he's talking about the incursions. So either we're all gonna die, or we're gonna have to destroy this other planet.
Okay.
And like Captain America's like, bro, no, we're not gonna destroy a planet. And then everyone's like, shut up, Captain America.
It's not America.
Captain America doesn't just care about America. He cares about everybody.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I think every time he sees a Russian or German person, he socks him in the mouth.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if they have a red skull.
Oh, but if it's a different planet, that's
then
okay.
that's, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Here's Doctor Strange. He has a third eye.
So they all want to destroy this planet, but Captain America, or they?
Well, some of them
or?
they like kind of take sides. They have
Okay.
like a mini civil war.
Got it.
Not really,
But it's more. It's like actually
Yeah.
civil.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
just sitting down talking, and Captain America explains the incursions with little diagrams here.
That's cute.
Yeah, or Mr. Fantastic explains the
Yeah,
incursions.
he's got a third eye.
Doctor Strange, yeah, cause magic.
Yeah.
It's cool, whatever. And so, eventually they decide, okay, we're gonna destroy the planet. Like, the planet's coming at us. Hopefully there's no life on it. Or I think they're gonna try to push it. They're gonna try to push it away.
Let's take the planet
and push it somewhere else.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
Great.
And they're like, okay.
The smartest guys in the entire universe came up with that plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight
They're
up.
like, if we all jump at the same time.
Yeah. So they're like, we need something powerful enough to push an entire planet.
Hulk?
So, no, Hulk is being a fucking asshole somewhere else.
Yeah.
He's actually in this book, but whatever. They decide on getting the Infinity Stones or
Okay.
the Infinity Gems, and at this time, there was a movie coming out, so they changed the names from stone or gems to stones.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Fantastic's like, they are gems, but like, if you crack them open, there's a stone inside or some stupid shit.
Oh, man. Is that why in the movies they had to crack open everything to get the gem inside, the stone inside?
I guess so, yeah.
That's stupid. Like, if you're a cosmic being and you're making these gems that
Yeah.
are ultimately powerful, why would you make them, like, the real gems are on the inside?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I don't think that's actually what it is, but it's
okay.
kind of what it is.
Alright.
Here's the Beast. He's after the death of Charles Xavier, Charles leaves everything in Beast's name. So he's like, I guess the principal of the school.
Yeah.
He's the headmaster. And Charles leaves him a note that says, like, remember. Like, when the time...
What?
Yeah, he's like, when the time comes, you'll know what to do. And Beast is like, that's pretty ominous. So then the time comes, and Beast knows what to do. And Charles Xavier... So the thing with the Illuminati is not like in the Infinity War movie where they all had to go find the Infinity Gems, or Infinity Stones. The Illuminati, they all have an Infinity Gem.
Okay.
Just to keep safe.
It's like... nuclear launch keys.
Yeah.
Like they all have one.
It
they
is
have to come together to make a decision on
It
what
is
to use
exactly like
Okay.
that. And so Charles had one and he locked it in a safe, so Beast goes and gets it. And then he joins the Illuminati. And they all do this... Oh, here's Lockjaw.
Which one does Beast have?
I don't remember.
It's blue?
Yeah,
What is
but
it,
the
power or
the
something?
colors are all different than
Okay.
they are in the movies.
And they can just hold them?
They can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They do this thing where they, like, put this, like, light thing, or, like, kind of like a little notification in their hand, like a little...
What? A notification?
So
in
they
their
put
hand?
this thing in their hand that will glow whenever another member of the Illuminati needs that.
Oh, okay.
So, like, here it is right there. They just do quick surgery into everyone's hand.
Sure, yeah.
So, yeah, here it is. So whenever someone needs something, they just trigger it and
got
the
it.
others show up. Reed talks to the Black Swan. Reed brings her French fries. Because she's been in a cage for hours.
Yeah.
And she's like, French fries, thank you. But your planet's still gonna fucking die. Like,
Yeah.
It's a shame, because these are delicious.
She's like, can I get some actual, like, sustenance?
Yeah,
real
can I get a
food?
steak?
Yeah.
Maybe some vegetables.
Steak and potatoes.
Yeah.
Remember
here they
in
all are.
Captain America when
Yeah,
the general
steak and
talking
milk.
to that? Yeah. Man, after I saw that movie, I would eat steak and potatoes and milk.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah?
Man. Yeah,
I
you're
bet.
eating like the whole cow.
Yeah, that's true. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So here they do have, these are all the gems. So the red one is the mind gem. The reality is orange. Power is yellow. Space is green. Time is blue. And soul is purple.
I feel like it makes sense that time is green in the movies.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the colors of them in the movies.
Me too. I don't really think it matters too much.
No, it doesn't.
So they put together the gauntlet, and they're gonna friggin' They give it to Captain America because he has the strongest willpower. He's capable of being a Green Lantern. And he pushes the planet, but...
Is that basically what it is?
Pretty much.
Okay.
They're like, Captain America, you're the bravest and the strongest and the best of us. And he's like, oh, fuck, okay.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, he's like, thanks, bro. So...
He's like, I didn't even think this was a good idea.
Yeah. So Captain America uses it, tries to push the planet. Oh no, all the Infinity Gems explode. And are just gone. Well, all of them shatter except for the Time Gem.
Oh, so just go back in time.
Oh. No, they don't.
Okay.
And of course everyone's freaking out. Namor punches Captain America. He's like, you killed us all! Without those, then we're gonna fucking die. And Captain America's like, chill out.
Okay,
we're the Avengers. We'll figure it out.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
So, okay, in the movies, let's just real quick, just sidebar. If you have the Infinity Gauntlet, the movie one,
yes,
can you travel through time?
Yeah, I guess
you can,
because
like space and time, you can kind of just go wherever.
Make a little black hole.
So why wouldn't Thanos go back in time and kill the Avengers as babies and then come back?
Well, he's not that cruel.
Really? Is he not the guy who wants to kill 50% of all living life? Well, that's kind of redundant, but 50% of all living things, he's not cruel enough to do that? Or is he just not smart enough?
Listen, I don't know. He just never did it.
Yeah, okay.
So, now that kind of brings... because of Captain America shattering the Infinity Stones, they kick him off the Illuminati, and then they wipe his brain so he doesn't remember being a part of it.
His suit's very scaly in this.
Yeah.
I like the art, though. It's like... almost realism. It's
some of the art in this book is done by the same guy who did the Captain America the Winter Soldier book.
Okay, yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah. And so
cool.
Captain America gets kicked off the Illuminati, and they do stop an incursion. Galactus shows up.
To do what? Like,
to
why?
Eat the planet.
Oh, okay. So he knows about the incursion?
Yeah, he's like, more for me. So they have to fight him.
Yeah, okay. How do they detect an incursion? Strange is like...
They all have their magic or technology that does it.
Okay.
And so the thing about the Illuminati is they are all incredibly intelligent. You know, that's Terrax.
Yeah, I was going to ask.
He is Galactus' new herald.
He looks like Thanos.
He does.
Yeah.
So the Silver Surfer was like, fuck you, Galactus, and left. So Galactus was like, oh no, I'm bad at directions. I need someone to guide me.
I'll get this guy with this rock beard.
Yeah. He's like Thanos, but with a beard.
Yeah.
And when they use the Infinity Gems or Stones, you get to see characters like... A lot of cosmic characters feel the power of all the Infinity Stones being used again. So you get to see Galactus and Thanos. Like there's like this disruption in the Force. Disturbance in the Force.
Yeah, okay.
And that pretty much brings us to Infinity, where everyone's still dealing with the incursions.
I have to say, Iron Man's suit looks pretty cool in this.
Yeah, it's black and
black and gold.
It's pretty cool.
He's like a bumblebee.
Yeah. Oh, also Black Panther, to stop like the incursion, like the planet, he's the one that destroys the planet, the other planet, because they're like, okay, we gotta destroy it.
Okay.
So Black Panther uses this little doohickey.
Yeah, what is that?
Something they make.
Okay.
And
he's strong enough to destroy a planet.
Hell yeah.
And hold in your hands.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So they give it to Black Panther because he's the strongest and the bravest, and everyone who's not Captain America. What are you looking at?
Just two things. The Hulk has a suit.
Yes, he does. He is indestructible.
Wasn't he already?
Yeah,
okay.
But now he has a robot suit, I guess.
Why would he need that?
I don't know. I didn't read it. He's in this book and he wears that. They do not really call attention to it. Yeah.
And then also there's like this little page of chibi superheroes.
Isn't that cute? In this book with all
cute.
death and destruction.
Yeah. Okay, so this one's over. The first one's
pretty much.
done.
Yeah, you could look through that one. We're not really going to talk about it too much.
Okay.
The Avengers deal with more like evolution type stuff. You get to see more.
And who's the big rock fella on the cover?
Oh, he's someone that Ex Nihilo created, just like a big rock monster.
Okay.
Yeah, they
Cool.
fight him.
And there's dinosaurs in this?
Hell yeah.
Epic.
I know. I always do books where there's dinosaurs.
Thank you.
At least a little bit.
Yeah.
So Black Panther destroys this planet, and he's really upset about it, of course.
I imagine you would be.
Yeah, he's like...
Was there life on the planet, or... They know?
I think there might have been. There was definitely, like, greenery and stuff. But maybe, like, space alien, like, plants.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
But he's really upset about it.
And there's a xenomorph.
That is an outrider.
Okay.
You remember in Infinity War?
Yeah.
These guys show up.
Yeah,
They're
right.
what they fight in Wakanda.
Okay.
So we pick up with this one outrider who is being barked orders at by Corvus Glaive, who is also in the movie.
Okay. He sounds familiar.
Yeah, he is this fella. He was in the movie as a big stick thing.
That's right.
He
yeah.
stabs Vision in the movie. He is one of Thanos' Black Order. So in the Infinity War movie and in this is where they come from. Thanos has this group called the Black Order, which is made up of Corvus Glaive, Proxima Midnight, the Black Dwarf, Supergiant, and Ebony Maw. And Ebony Maw is the one that Tony Stark calls Squidward in the movie.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, that guy right there? That's
Yeah,
the
that's
High
badass.
Evolutionary.
He looks like Vision, but red.
Yeah. He's the High Evolutionary. He does evolution stuff. So the Black Order, Corvus Glaive is yelling at, Spider-Woman's a member of the Avengers too.
We haven't really seen much of her yet.
No, but we will.
Yeah.
She's on the new Avengers.
We'll have to
The original new Avengers.
We'll have to give her an episode.
We will. I love Spider-Woman. Jessica Drew.
Yes.
So Corvus Glaive is barking orders at this Outrider, and he's like, Outrider, go to Attilan, which is the Inhuman place.
Okay.
Thanos is looking for something. Thanos is the leader, or the commanders of the Black Order. He is looking for something. You don't know what he's looking for until later. At first, everyone's like, oh, he's looking for Infinity Stones, or Infinity Gems, because that's all Thanos is good for.
Yeah.
He's not. He's looking for something else. Infinity.
He's looking for infinity itself.
Yes.
Wait, the gems are broken, though, aren't they?
Except for the one.
Okay.
So maybe he's looking for that one. Maybe he's looking for the Time Stone to go back in time and not break him.
Sure.
Does
the Time Stone work similarly to the movies where it's like, you can't use it because it'll break the timeline?
They don't care about breaking the timeline.
Okay.
They do that every day.
Yeah, yeah.
So again...
I always kind of wondered if the whole point of that, if that was a part of the comics, or if that was just, plot convenience so they didn't have, like, the perfect out of every situation, which is, like, turn back time.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah,
You don't want to go back in time. Because, like, every problem you would
can be solved with that. Yeah.
You just let it get to the worst possible moment and be like, all right,
well, we can't go any further.
Yeah,
Let's go back and
there's
try
no
again.
stakes anymore. So the Black Order, here they are.
Yes.
So
they look very alien.
Yes, Ebony Maw.
The one on the right looks like a Mortal Kombat character.
This guy?
Yeah.
Super giant.
Is he huge?
No.
Okay. Why is he called Super Giant?
I don't know. Maybe he gets huge, but he's just kind of normal right
Alright.
now. So Thanos gives the Black Order all their orders, and they all go to different parts, like the Marvel Universe, I guess, to find whatever Thanos is looking for. So Ebony Maw goes and attacks Doctor Strange, like in the movie. Mm-hmm. And here's Black Bolt and his wife, Medusa.
Oh, her hair is like huge.
It is huge. It moves.
Okay.
Black Bolt has his brother named Maximus the Mad. He builds shit. The Inhumans are building this big Terrigen bomb.
I love how there's so many characters that are like, I'm trying to think of the other one and they're just like guys who build things.
There are a race.
They have like these names that are like, he's insane, he's crazy. He's like, he built robots.
Yeah, there is literally a race of beings called the Builders.
Okay.
In this, they're like the first group of...
They're master builders.
They're master builders. They were like the first race of alien in the universe, and they built the universe or whatever. Even though in this, everything's going to shit and they're breaking everything. They're like, fuck it! We gotta destroy everything! And they start destroying shit.
So they're not the builders, they're the destroyers?
In this book, yes, they are. So Thanos' Black Order is going to attack literally everybody. Meanwhile, I feel like it's been a while since I've done a meanwhile.
Yeah.
Namor, the Submariner, King of Atlantis, and Black Panther, who is not King of Wakanda.
Oh.
Shuri, his sister, is in charge of that.
Oh, okay. He's got better things to do.
He's on the Illuminati.
Yeah.
And
he's
the new Avengers.
planets.
Yeah, he's really
reluctantly.
upset.
Yeah.
And so Atlantis and Wakanda are kind of at war right now because whatever.
Just like don't go in the ocean.
Well, yeah.
Right? Can they get out of the water?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They get out of the water all the time.
Yeah.
And Shuri does not like them. So she wages war on Atlantis because, first of all, Namor's a prick. He kind of deserves it.
This kind of sounds like in the Flashpoint.
Yes.
When the
Wonder Woman.
Yes. Yeah.
It is kind of like
it's
that.
almost exactly the same.
Yeah.
Interesting. So they're at war.
And Black Panther and Namor are both on the Illuminati together.
Yeah.
And Namor is like, you better be careful. Like, if you come to Atlantis, I will kill you. Like, we're not friends, Black Panther. We're on the same team, but I don't like you. And Black Panther's like, I don't like you either.
He's like, you don't even know me.
Exactly. You never took the time to know anything about me.
Come on.
The Black Order invades Wakanda, like in the movie, and there's this big fight. And at the time, a lot of the Wakandan soldiers, they invade Atlantis.
Okay.
And they massacre the Atlanteans.
How do they do that? They can swim underwater?
They have,
they can
gear.
Breathe under... Okay.
No, they just have, breathing shit.
Yeah, okay.
And they attack...
they are, an advanced society,
exactly,
right?
they have, great technology.
Okay.
And the thing is, the Atlanteans were not expecting in that moment, so they got attacked by, surprise.
Yeah.
So a lot of them lost. Namor the Submariner is so, disheveled and upset.
So Black Panther... Can he do the thing that he does in the movies where he absorbs energy?
I've never seen that in my life.
Really?
No, I don't think so. I haven't read here's the thing. Now that there's a movie that shows that, yes.
Okay.
But before that, I don't think so.
Really?
He was just a guy in a cloth outfit.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not even vibranium or whatever?
No. Yes it is. Originally, when Stan Lee made him in 19 whatever, is cloth, but now it's vibranium.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I always thought that power seemed like a video game power.
Yeah.
It's like, you can absorb, you just hit enough times and you can unleash. It's cool, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Black Order, Ebony Maw goes and attacks Doctor Strange. Proxima Midnight goes to the ruins of Atlantis now. Black Dwarf goes to attack Wakanda. Corvus Glaive goes to the X-Mansion.
Okay.
And attacks all the X-Men. And they are looking for an Infinity Gem. The one last Infinity Gem. And you don't know at the time who has it, but they're all going to whoever they think might have it. Meanwhile, Thanos is up in his secret Thanos cave. Determining
he's dreaming of gauntlets.
He's dreaming of gauntlets and what his next plan is. And the thing is, the new Avengers, so Black Panther, Mr. Fantastic, they're on Earth, but the normal Avengers are in space dealing with this giant space war with the Shi'ar and also Thanos.
Okay.
Thanos is waging war on everything, and that's where the builders are destroying everything. We're not going to talk too much about that because I think the new Avengers stuff is more important and more entertaining.
Okay.
But the other stuff is cool. That's where you get Thor and Hulk and everybody else. The Proxima Midnight goes to Namor and is like, oh, what a shitty king you are. You let your people die from the Wakandans? How dare you? You do not deserve to rule these people. I'm gonna kill you unless you want to help me and tell me where the gem is, right? And Black Panther's Namor is like, okay, Black Panther has the gem, and he just spills the beans.
But he doesn't really. He just wants him to attack Black Panther because he hates him. Called it. Yeah. That's just, why would he have it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they just believe him?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So, here's Lockjaw again.
Mm. He's big.
Mm-hmm. Iron Man.
Does he ever ride on top of Lockjaw?
Probably. I would. Iron Man has a spacesuit on.
I saw that. It looks very cool.
Yeah, Iron Man at this point was hanging out with the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
They're not in this. Actually, they are in this. They show up way later.
Is it like the classic team from the movies, or is it a different one?
Yeah, originally the Guardians of the Galaxy was like Yondu and other characters. Sylvester Stallone and
James Gunn's brother.
Yeah. But after the movie, or not after the movie, but in early 2000s, it became Star-Lord and the characters you know.
Yeah.
Corvus Glaive goes up to, after fighting the X-Men, he realizes there's fucking nothing there. So he goes up to the Inhumans, and this is when it's revealed where, like, what Thanos really wants. I mean, they reveal it kind of later, but I'm just going to tell you. You can look through it.
Yeah.
So, what Thanos is really looking for is his son. So Thanos has a son.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Named Thane.
Okay.
He doesn't look like Thanos.
Yeah.
He looks like a guy.
That's like if you had a son and you
named him Vane.
Vin.
Oh, Vin.
Like just half your name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally. So, but the thing is, Thanos doesn't like his son, and his son does not like him. Thanos wants to find his son to kill him. Because he's like,
okay.
You are disgusting that you are a thing.
Okay.
I hate that you are my son. Because, so this is what happened. Thanos had a booty call with an Inhuman.
Oh.
And didn't think she'd get pregnant.
Okay.
So he's half Thanius and then half Inhuman.
What race is Thanos?
He's Titan.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's half Titan.
So, okay, interesting.
And Thane
so he can have kids with other species?
I guess so, yeah.
Interesting.
They say, like, the woman had... yeah, so Thane is half Inhuman and half Titan, or half Thanos.
So he's probably pretty strong.
He's pretty strong, but he lives in this little Inhuman village. You're looking at robots?
Yeah, I don't know what this is.
Yeah, robot.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like robots. I don't know, I didn't see him on any other page, and then all of a sudden he's there.
Yeah, he's just there.
Okay. So, yeah.
That's like way before the Infinity Story.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of prelude in this book.
Preludes and nocturnes.
Oh, yeah. Neil Gaiman shows up in this. So, Thane is half Inhuman, half Thanos. But he's a good guy. He lives in this little village with other Inhumans. But the thing is, his, like...
The Thing?
No. He's an Inhuman, but his true power hasn't been unlocked because he hasn't been exposed to the Terrigen race. He just has...
gas.
Yeah, he just has the seed of Inhuman in him. That sounds gross.
That sounds...
This is real gross.
That sounds good.
And on this little village, he's like a healer. He's a good guy. He hates his dad, and he wants to help people. Ebony Maw kind of like brain controls or like brainwashes Doctor Strange a little bit to like help him find Thane. So Doctor Strange finds Thane and
Doctor
leaves.
Strange just lets himself get brainwashed?
Yeah.
Bro.
They fight. It's Ebony Maw is a difficult character to fight. He gets in your head. And so Doctor Strange pretty much leads Ebony Maw to Thane. And of course Doctor Strange's like, oh no!
That's what he says?
He's like, oh no! Corvus Glaive goes to the Inhumans. And he's looking for Thane. He doesn't know that Thane is not on Attilan. And Corvus Glaive is like, King Black Bolt, my master, Thanos, wants like a sacrifice. He wants the head of every child 16 to like 25. And that's like the age Thane would be.
Okay.
Because he doesn't know where his son is.
No, I get the idea.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a roundabout way to get there. You know? Like Thane probably looks like Thanos, right?
He doesn't.
Oh,
he just looks like a human.
Really?
Yeah.
He's not purple?
No.
Okay, because I was gonna say, why just kill every
everyone that looks like
16
Thanos.
The 17 that's purple.
Exactly, but no.
But no, okay.
He just looks like a guy.
Okay.
So Black Bolt's like, no, I'm not going to kill all these kids. That's fucking terrible. And then Thanos shows up, and Black Bolt doesn't say that because he can't. So his wife is like, no, we're not going to kill everybody. That's horrible. And Black Bolt is like...
He's like, no, I'm not going to do it. And then everyone dies.
What happens is Thanos goes and fights him.
Okay.
And Thanos is like, give me all the heads of the kids. And Black Bolt's like, no! And screams. And like, and they had the big Terrigen bomb. And by their, like, they fight. They have this huge battle. And the bomb explodes, releasing the Terrigen mist. And the Terrigen mist hits like the little area where Thane is. And because he is exposed to the mist, then he turns purple and he looks like Thanos.
Okay. Is this him?
That is the Gladiator.
Oh, he's purple also.
Yeah, there's a lot of purple. The Gladiator is, he works for the Shi'ar Empire, which is an alien empire. The Avengers and the Shi'ar are in the middle of an intergalactic battle with Thanos, and Ronan, the Accuser, and Annihilus are involved. There's a lot.
Is this a scroll?
It is a scroll. The scrolls are there.
Man, there's a lot of characters in this
There's
book.
a lot of characters. So...
I don't even know like half of them.
Yeah, there's so much going on in this book. It is... Because this book is not only issue 1 to 6 of Infinity, but also like issue 17 to whatever of Avengers, and issue whatever to whatever of New Avengers. So there's a lot in this.
Yeah.
There's a character named the Starbrand, who is like this also very cosmically powerful guy. You just passed him.
Oh.
There's Thane. There he is. He just looks like a younger Thanos.
Okay, yeah.
Ebony Maw gives him a costume.
Yeah.
And
so Ebony Maw is on Thane's side then?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like... So the thing with Thane is he used to be...
Ebony Maw was
like
a servant of Thanos.
He is.
Okay.
And he was looking for Thane, for Thanos. Eventually they defeat Thanos. And then Ebony Maw's like, oh, well, Thane is still around. I'm going to be his buddy. So the thing with Thane is he was a healer, but when he was exposed to the Terrigen Mist, they say like his left hand is like death, and his right hand is like living death.
Okay,
so like
necromancy or what?
Sure. So you just passed Thane. They have Thane and Thanos fight, and with his right hand of living death or something, Thanos is encased in like this
the box.
The box.
Okay.
So he's not dead. He's alive in there, but I guess suffering.
Okay. It's like a jail cell.
Yeah.
Okay. He's huge.
Thanos is huge. Yeah.
He's so much bigger than he is in the movies.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. I wish he was giant.
Yeah.
In the movies.
But,
so he traps him in a box.
So he traps him in like kind of like Han Solo, encased in carbonite.
Yeah, okay. So he's stuck. He can't move.
No, but he's like breathing and alive and stuff. He's just in like this limbo of life, I guess.
So how does he do that with his hand of living death?
He just does it.
Okay.
He just like shoots it at him, I guess.
That's his thing.
Yeah.
He puts people in boxes.
Sure.
He's like the mime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Puts people in invisible boxes. I've never seen the Silver Surfer in a comic, I don't think.
Really?
Yeah. I think this is the first time.
Wow.
He's not so shiny. I thought he was shiny.
He usually is.
But just in this?
But in this, he's a little dull looking.
I mean, everything in this is kind of like...
Yeah.
Looks like
this is just like what Silver Surfer is doing during this event.
He looks weird.
Yeah. I love Silver Surfer.
His head shape is kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't know who does the art for that book.
It's cool, though.
Yeah, I didn't read that.
It's like painted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like that's more or less Infinity. There's a lot of stuff going on.
A whole lot of stuff.
Yeah. Like we didn't even talk about a lot of the normal Avengers stuff that happens.
Yeah.
We just mostly talked about New Avengers. There's also this cool cover.
Oh yeah. Oh
yeah.
man.
So there's Captain America and Gladiator and Ex Nihilo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like when they do the hardcovers with the pictures.
Me too.
It's cool.
I wish they had the
title.
The title on the spine. Just because, like, this is just the fold, you know? You could put the title there. Just 'cause also this slip cover is kind of messed up. So if it wasn't, like, if it had this, I just
Get
throw
rid
out
of
the slipcover and
yeah.
just use this. But whatever. I'm not just going to have a big book on my shelf that is nothing.
I mean...
I could. I'll know what it is.
Yeah, you would know. But either way.
Yeah. So that's pretty much Infinity. There's a lot that goes on, and this is all written by Jonathan Hickman. All 3 of these big books, plus Fantastic Four kind of leads into this as well. And he does now X-Men. Or he did X-Men, but I didn't like that.
Right.
I know some people did, so like that's fine. I'm happy for those people who enjoyed it.
I mean, you're allowed to like it.
Yeah,
you're
you are
wrong,
allowed to like it.
But
yeah, you're really wrong. But no, you're allowed to like it. I'm happy that you enjoyed it. I wish I could also. I was duped into it. I bought like every volume. I was buying it for such a long time because the promises that were made. Right?
Of a living island?
No. Well, okay, yeah. Because the thing is, like, Jonathan Hickman brought back a lot of old X-Men things. Because at the time, not to get into X-Men, but at the time before this, Cyclops was like a mutant terrorist who killed Charles Xavier and had this revolution against the government. And it's like, what?
I had no idea.
Oh, we'll talk about it one day.
Okay.
And then,
So Professor X comes back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone comes back because Professor X kept a little bit of their consciousness in his consciousness and regrew them in eggs that another mutant made.
Of course he did. How do you keep someone's consciousness?
I have no idea. He just had like a little manila folder in his mind and he just picked it out, put it in an egg, and then grew it. There was this other mutant.
So Professor X is laying eggs?
Yeah, he's also walking and has a helmet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They gave Wolverine... Because, like, for me, I was like, okay, they're bringing back a lot of the dead characters. Like, Jean Grey's back now. And she's in her classic costume from the 80s, or 70s, which is, like, my favorite Jean Grey costume. Wolverine's in the brown costume again. Krakoa. That's something I haven't seen in a long time. That's cool that that's back. This character, Doug, who is a new mutant named Cypher. He could speak any language.
Okay, that's cool.
It's cool. A lot of people hate him. They're like, he's so lame. I think that's a pretty useful power.
Like, in real life, if you had that power, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be, like, the most useful power.
He died. Like, he died in, like, the 80s. He was, like, 14 years old. And then he got murdered by this crazy scientist. It's really horrible. Because he was in love with this character, Wolfsbane, who was this Scottish wolf girl.
Okay.
And she...
Like an actual wolf.
She could turn into a wolf.
Oh, okay.
Like a werewolf.
Okay.
And she...
Was it determined by the state of the moon at all?
No.
Okay.
Just whenever she wanted. He was in love with her, and she didn't give a shit. And he gets, like... They're on this island with this crazy scientist, and he's shooting a gun, and...
Just a regular gun?
Sure.
Okay.
And he jumps in front of the bullet that was going to hit Wolfsbane, and she didn't notice, and he, like, falls onto her, and she's like, get off me! And he's like, okay, I guess I'll die alone! And then he dies, and Wolfsbane is like, oh god! He's been dead forever, and then all of a sudden he's back. And he has this character, his best friend at the time was Warlock, who's like upgrade from Ben 10.
Okay.
And he was really upset.
Yeah, I know Warlock.
Yeah, he was really upset that Doug died. And then in this new run, when they're on the island, Doug's alive and Warlock is like attached to his arm. And since he could talk any language, he talks to the island.
I thought Warlock's thing was... Oh, yes. Okay, yeah, you told me about this before. That's why it sounds... Okay. So, but Warlock just kind of... He can't speak every language.
No. Warlock is...
But they kind of just become one hero together?
Kind of, yeah,
okay.
in this. Warlock is a phalanx.
Okay.
Which is a race of upgrade aliens.
Okay, yeah.
From Ben 10, I guess.
I mean, obviously, they exist out there. Yeah. Is Ben 10 in the same universe?
I bet. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen what Warlock looks like?
I think so.
He's insane.
He's, like, scary looking.
He's kind of scary.
Yeah.
He's, like, horrifying looking. He's cool, though. I like Warlock.
Yeah.
So, like, I saw Doug and Warlock together, and Krakoa, and the costumes and everything, and Magneto. Like, the thing is, all the mutants, good or bad, are living together, away from humans. And I think that's a cool idea. what got me was the team, the Marauders, which I thought was a cool idea. The Marauders were like mutants who killed other mutants. In Mutant Massacre, you remember when I told you about that?
Yeah.
They killed the Morlocks. Kitty Pryde, who is Shadowcat, the one that walks through walls, she becomes the new leader of the Morlocks. Or not Morlocks, Marauders. And they're not mutant killers. They're pirates.
Oh, that's epic.
That like sail around and export and
sail around the world.
Sail around the world. It's cool. There's some cool stuff.
You know I like pirates.
I know.
Yeah. But it wasn't good? You didn't like it?
I mean, that was kind of good, but the main story around it was kind of... Plus, you had to read everything to understand what was happening. Like, you can't just pick up volume...
That's kind of how books work.
But... Yeah, but...
Yeah, no,
because the thing is, like...
Yeah. It's like it's an independent story, but you can't get all of it by just reading it.
Like, you don't need to read Avengers to know what's happening, but you will need to read New Mutants, Wolverine,
Right.
X-Men,
Right,
X-Factor, Marauder. You'll need to read all of it, because I bought the volumes of, like, X-Men Volume 1, and then New Mutants Volume 1, which is a mistake, because X-Men Issue 3, Cyclops, like, some big thing happens that spoils what's going to happen in New Mutants. So you need to read, like, X-Men Issue 1, New Mutants Issue 1. You need to read all the Issue 1s, and then all the Issue 2s, and it's just like,
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah, that's kind of annoying.
like, because, okay, I don't know. They make, like, collected versions of, like, Issue 1 of everything, and then Issue 2 of it, which is smart, because that's how you should read it. Because if you just read Volume 1 of Wolverine, you're not going to know, like, you're not going to know what the hell's going on.
But at the same time, it's like you're going to get invested in Issue 1 of the first comic, and you're going to want to keep reading it.
You're going to want to keep reading it.
Read 4 other comics just to get to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because, like,
I don't know.
I was reading X-Men and X-Force, and in the first issue of X-Force, Charles Xavier is murdered.
Okay. Again?
Yeah. But not really. But he was murdered.
Okay.
Charles was murdered, and then... But I didn't read that yet. So in issue 2 of X-Men, Charles Xavier is dead. And I'm like, what? What happened?
You're like, did I miss something?
Yeah. Did I
was
not...
there an after-credit scene that I didn't see?
Like, it was confusing. Like, it's not confusing when you have them all.
Yeah.
You know? But
just trying to read them without
separately,
knowing.
yeah. You can't read them separately. Also, there's a lot of time travel and, like, a lot of stupid shit that I don't like.
You couldn't just read through each one and then read the next one and be like, oh, that's what was happening here. Is it that detrimental to the story?
It is that it is that, like, you need to read it all.
Okay.
Because it's all one big story. Because, like, you'll read New Avengers, right? And they'll make reference, like...
No, I won't.
Well, if you did read New Avengers, they'll make reference, like, Captain America's off-world, but that's it. You know? But if you read this X-Men, it's like, Charles Xavier got murdered. You're like, when? When did that happen?
Like, no, he didn't.
No, he fucking didn't.
You liar.
Oh, God. Horrible.
Yeah.
It's like
reading a Spider-Man comic, and it's like, read issue 32 of Fantastic Four to find out what happened to him between this page and this page.
They do that all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
I feel like DC doesn't do that as much.
Oh, they do.
They do?
They do it.
Oh.
Everyone does it.
I feel like we haven't run into that much.
We will.
Okay.
We will.
So just everyone does it. That's annoying.
Oh, it's horrible. Like, depending on what it is, I'll just ignore it. You know, I'll be reading Daredevil and it's like, read the Hulk. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that. And I'll just keep going.
That's one of the things that draws me towards series like Hellboy or Sandman. Because it's like, there's other characters and they have their own stories, but you don't have to read them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if they ever... Like, I don't think while reading Hellboy have I ever seen a little thing at the bottom that says, read Hellboy number 11.
No, yeah.
Maybe a few times, but then again, you've probably already read it if you're reading Hellboy.
Yeah.
Because it's just
Hellboy. You're not going to start in the 6th book, right?
Even though you could.
You could.
That's the great thing about Hellboy. You could just jump in whenever you want. But, yeah.
This should just be a Hellboy appreciation podcast.
I love Hellboy.
Yeah.
Hellboy is my favorite non-Marvel or DC comic. I've declared it.
Okay.
Hellboy's the best.
Yeah.
Yep.
I need to read them.
Yeah.
Because...
I gave you the second volume.
I know. My brain is stupid.
Oh,
and
God.
I can't read.
Yeah, it's okay.
But I'm getting through them. I have
Yeah.
like 30 books I'm trying to read. All at once.
Yeah, we need to do Hellboy.
I read one word at a time from each book.
Yeah. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like reading X-Men then.
Yeah, exactly like that.
God. But yeah, so that's Infinity.
Yeah,
we got really off topic.
This is basically an X-Men
I know.
episode. But so what would you give these set of books? We'll put them all together.
All together, I give them a solid Ben out of 10. Wait, Ben 10 out of 10.
Out of 10.
I give them a solid Ben 10 out of
Ben 10.
Ben 10.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, they're good, very good.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah, New Avengers and regular Avengers are equally as good. And Infinity as a story is very interesting. The Guardians of the Galaxy do get involved at the end of Infinity. I don't know if you saw them. You probably wouldn't recognize Star-Lord because he's in a weird costume.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think I saw him in there, but...
Yeah, he's in a really weird costume that he was wearing at this time. I don't necessarily like it. I think it's like... I like the suit he wears. I don't like the helmet.
Okay.
He doesn't have his usual, like, Star-Lord helmet. Here he is.
Oh, I had no idea. Okay.
Yeah, here's Rocket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I like the suit, I guess.
It looks cool.
But then the helmet's kind of weird. Like, it doesn't look too bad here.
Like, it doesn't look spacey.
No.
You know?
Like, how are you going to breathe in space with
Right.
a helmet, Star-Lord? Yeah, here's Hulk in his
little outfit.
Yeah.
So
Captain
the
Marvel's
thing
on
about
team.
these books, they seem cool.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's enjoyable to read, but for someone who's like just getting into comics,
Oh, yeah, no.
I don't think I would be able to handle it.
No. This is like a seasoned reader's Avengers story. Like, if you want
Like,
to...
there's so many characters you have to know just to read the books.
Like, and when you're reading just like the first volume, you'll learn about like who Hyperion is. But also on the Avengers, there's like 35 Avengers members, so it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure they have like a roll call in the beginning of a lot of these issues of who is on the team and what their name is. Yeah. So this is the Avengers: Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Hawkeye, Black Widow, Hulk, Wolverine, Spider-Man, Captain Marvel, Spider-Woman, Falcon, Shang-Chi, Sunspot, Cannonball, Manifold, Smasher, Captain Universe, Hyperion.
Cannonball? Who's that?
He used to be a New Mutant. He can explode.
Oh, you told me
He can
about
explode
him.
and like shoot himself and fly.
Yeah.
He doesn't shoot himself. He explodes and shoots himself off like a cannonball.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And he flies.
That's cool.
He's cool. Sunspot is another... Here he is. He's another New Mutant.
He's basically the Human Torch.
Yeah.
Okay.
But a mutant. So
I
he's the Human Torch but shunned and hated. He's cool. I like him.
So the way the Fantastic Four get their powers, that doesn't have anything to do with the special space dust that happens in this book, or what?
No.
It's different space dust?
They don't get space dust.
I thought they did.
No, that's in the movie where it shows like it's not even dust.
It's like radiation.
It's like radiation.
Okay.
Cosmic rays.
Got it.
That's a big thing in 60s comic. Cosmic rays.
Yeah.
You read it in everything.
The sun makes you a superhero.
Have I ever told you what the Marvel method is?
No.
That's how they used to write comics back in the day.
Okay.
Where they would get, luckily I have the original Spider-Man, the first 10 issues of Spider-Man here. You could look through that.
Yeah, I've never seen this.
So Spider-Man was by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko.
Yeah.
And Stan Lee definitely did it, but so here's what the Marvel method is. The artist would draw, like they would talk about what the plot would be. They'd be like, okay, a 16-year-old boy gets superpowers, becomes Spider-Man, fights for money, and then realizes responsibility. Uncle Ben dies, there we go, Spider-Man. That's the plot, and then the artist would draw it, and then Stan Lee would come in and just fill in the words.
Really?
Yeah. And
that's an awful way of doing things.
Yeah. And when you go back and read this, characters are like, I am using my right hand to grab this orange off the shelf. When it's like, we know. We see you do that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Huh.
But, there's a certain charm about it at the same time. Even though sometimes it can be a little exhausting to read. It's a lot like that in Avengers.
It's like watching a movie without sound on, and you just kind of make up your own words for it.
It is just like that. Because, like, in Avengers, Jack Kirby will draw, like, a character who is, like, angry or something, but then Stan Lee's words wouldn't really seem angry.
Yeah.
So it kind of feels a little disconnected sometimes. But whatever, it was the 60s. It's fun. Whatever.
Why is he standing like that?
I don't know.
Huh.
Yeah.
So is that it?
I think that's it.
Okay.
The comics have come a long way.
They have.
But they still suck.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, they're the worst things I've ever seen.
They're the worst, yeah.
I hate them. I hate everything.
Definitely.
I hate this podcast.
Definitely don't read Jonathan Hickman's Avengers if you're a new reader. You won't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah,
I barely know what's going on.
Do what you want.
Yeah. Don't listen to me. Who am I?
No, do listen to me, please.
Please subscribe. Also, if you like listening to me.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Off the Shelf podcast. It's been great having you here in this room with us. Here you are. And that's it. We're done?
Go home.
Okay, I'm going home.
All right, bye.
He drives my car away. Oh, boy.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, oh, brother. Join us next time when we...
Becoming human.
When we act out things and then write the words later.
Yes.
Yeah.